Hello, I want to talk to you about the amazing Oriens Tarot Deck by Andy Sun. It was a Kickstarter project. It has currently been sold out, but there is a second edition. So if you love it, you'll be able to get it. I'm going to run you through all of the cards, show them to you, talk to you about the book that comes with it, and also walk through all of the cards, show them to you. I think I've already said that, but I'm also going to tell you about the quality of the deck, what I love about it, and how easy and beautiful and stunning it is, because this is surely my absolute favourite deck. Okay, there's no two way around it. I'm so happy it came into my life, and I really hope it can come into yours. Right, deck. Yes, it is. Classic size. Okay, so these long cards. Lovely, lovely back. Fully reversible. For those of you who read reversals, so very useful. The deck, and I hope you can see it in the light. That's not silver. This is, I'm trying to get it to show. This is not silver. This is holographic. Okay, so you should have, well, when you see it, it's really hard to get on camera, but when you see it, it looks like you've got the beautiful little rainbow. I love it. I have used this deck non-stop for the last 2 months, okay? So I've used hardly any other deck. I'm a very hard shuffler, so in terms of quality, the cards have held on really well. As you would expect with a deck that is dark, you may have in some places, and for me that's the case on the full, a tiny bit of tear, and you may see it in the back of some cards, okay, just on the edges, like here, for instance. But it's very, very faint. It's nothing that a little bit of black pen wouldn't fix, but I just don't want to damage them anymore than they are already. But to tell the truth, I am such a hard shuffler, and I've used it so many times in the last couple of months that I am not surprised. The quality is extremely good. Sorry, I just moved my chair with my foot. There we go. That's the noise that it's making when it's dragging on the floor. Okay, so quality of the card, amazing. Okay, very slim. They shuffle, they hold their shape, they are very strong. Okay, this is not like your classic cardboard. It's got a core in it that it's making it really hold really, really well. And of course, as I was saying, these beautiful holographic sides, which are just stunning. The deck is based on animals, okay? So it's not your classic RWS deck. And it does not use the RWS symbols that you would find everywhere else. So actually it really gets you to think about the card, to think about the meaning. So in terms of my learning and understanding of the tarot, I had to be a lot more intuitive. But you don't have to only rely on your intuition if you're not at that stage yet, or if you do not think that you trust yourself, but you should. It also comes up with a book as a PDF format that you can download, and I know that Andy Sun is working at the moment on an actual printed version of the book that you would be able to buy from the website. I'm putting all details underneath, but as I said, we are currently in May 2020. The deck is out of print, but there's some more in the work. On our website as well, you're going to find some beautiful prints, so if you want to buy some prints from the deck, okay. And something else that you're going to find are coloring book pages, so you can download 4 for free. And then she's selling a bunch of, I can't remember, I think it's the Major Arcanas, I'm not even sure, but she's selling also some, so as if you can print, you can use them to color them in. Now let's start with a book. I have printed my book, and I can see you really more, I've organized myself, so I've got my Pentacles, my things. So if I want to read Pentacles, here we go. Classic order, goes from Aces to King. And when you read, you've got 3 paragraphs. Okay. First paragraph, I don't know where I'm looking, but first paragraph is going, there we go. First paragraph is going to tell you about the animal that is represented. You've got your keywords at the top. It's also going to give you a message, a reminder, and this has helped me immensely if you are using the deck for guidance work, really, really useful. Then your meaning in upright and your meaning in reverse. You always have that message that is being given, and it really does help you to read. So let's take a card randomly from the deck. I'm on the Ace of Wands. How stunning in that. We're going to look at them in more details early on. I'm on the Ace of Wands, and if I refer to the book, it says that the Ace of Wands, upright, willpower, inspiration and urgency, reverse, dispassionate, infertility and hesitation. The dragonfly flits to and fro, skimming the waters of a pond, a light on a waiting reed. In many cultures, dragonflies symbolize courage, adaptability and perseverance. They live their lives predominantly grounded, only enjoying the gift of flight towards the end of their lifespan. They make the most of it though, glinting in the sun as they scour the lakes and ponds. The Ace of Wands echoes this as a symbol of potential. Be energetic, be motivated, take every second you can, get and use it to move forward. So that is your first paragraph. And then you're looking into the meaning of the card upright and the meaning of the card reverse. Now, what I have done is in my own tarot journal, I've been very good. I took my book and I, first of all, I checked those keywords. Now, obviously, we all got our own interpretation of cards. So there are some, and I'm like, oh, actually, this does not really resonate with me right now. But I have written the little message for each one. So, for instance, I wrote that the Page of Wands reminds us that we are always seeking to nourish ourselves with creative energies. I just put that in. And sometimes when I'm just picking one card, I can just use that message rather than the whole full thing. This is, as I said, an animal deck. I didn't know that I liked animal deck. Actually, I do. I love it. I absolutely love it. So, as I said, you're not going to find your RWS symbols that you have usually. So you're going to have to really draw on your intuition or rely on the book to start with. I would totally say that even if you are a beginner, this would be... That's my dishwasher. Empty. Sorry. Sorry for all these noises going out. So if you are a beginner, this could be a good deck because as long as you follow the book, that would really help you read it. If you are not a beginner, it's just a great deck because you know what you're talking about, you know what to refer to. And some of these, from the ideas, some of the animal that Anderson picked are really surprising, and they are really getting us to think about what, they really got me thinking in terms of archetypes and behavior and attitude that us as human are showing, and to try to get this done. I'm really sorry about the dishwasher running. Okay, so let's start with the walkthrough, and I think I'll stop from time to time just to check the name of the animals. I'm not too sure. So we'll start. I'm just going to start with the major arcanas. There we go. Right. Stunning. Okay, so we got the Fool, the Magician, the High Priestess. I love the idea of a wall for the High Priestess. Now that reminds me of Romulus and Remus, the founder of Rome, and it really got me thinking about that, the female wolf. How stunning is this? Now I want a print of that one. I love it, love it, love it, love it. The Emperor, and we find, the Ankh there that we will recognize. Hierophant. I just want you to notice the triangle because this is a shape scheme to come back regularly, especially in our major arcana. We got it in the Lovers here, the Chariot, and we recognize the compass. And we got a similar compass on the back of the card. Very quickly, I did not mention it's fully reversible. For those of you who read reversals, that will be great, and trying to get good light. Strength. My son said, "Oh, Mom, strength is not a lion." Indeed, it's not a lion. So coming out of what would be expected, I love it. The Hermit, my beacon card and my favourite card. And once again, we got Empaths, Wheel of Fortune. So beautiful. Heavily Egyptian influenced. I absolutely love it. Justice, which, funny enough, is one of those most classical card of the deck. Okay, yeah, of course, it's an owl, yeah. Yeah, of course we got, you know, so funny enough, this would be maybe the one that's most RWL best. You know, you've got the scales and you've got the swords in terms of symbols. The Hanged One. Death. Now, if you're like me, like, what are those animals again? Just give me a second. They are axolotls. You know, these animals that are gonna never die. They never die. Okay, they regenerate, and it's exactly what they're doing with death. And I love the fact that we got to, and I love the fact that they mirror each other and they're around the world itself. This is very beautiful. We find that triangle again in Temperance. The Devil. And the Devil, the triangle is upside down, just like it is in the Tower, with the lionfish and the star. Oh, I love the star. It's stunning. I love the star. The moon, I'm going to show you the moon and the sun side by side because they echo each other. And as you can see, the sun, it's one of the only two cards of the deck where we've got this really bright background. Judgment, which is also stunning. So I like Judgment and the Empress as a print. And finally, we got the World. And I seem to have picked up the Ace of Swords as well. But we got the World here. And I like the fact that I find the idea of enclosed that is very reminiscent in that case of the RWS. Okay, then we're going to be looking at the swords. Okay, so no pips. Okay, so you need to know, if you want to not use the booklet, you need to know for me, I find that using the energy of the suits and using the numerology, that has really helped me. So yeah, that's how I read them. I love the Ace of Swords. Okay. Now, this is one I'm like, oh my God, Two of Swords, combatant fish. You know, I never saw the Two of Swords as fighting, and maybe it's not. So this is what is said in the booklet. We're talking about staleness, truce, and avoidance, as we do classically with your Two of Swords. But it's a better fish considering two swords instantly. It's focused completely, dominated by its indecision. They are fierce warriors, symbolic of individuality, solitude, aggression, of defiant spirit. They must be housed alone to prevent them fighting. Anybody who've got some, you wouldn't know what they are. They're called combatant fish in French, you know, for not. So it says, we are reminded to turn towards our intuition to determine the path we should take. And it's funny, now I look at this card, I'm like, oh yeah, of course, he's trying to choose between the two because he is a fighter fish, of course. Facepalm moment there, okay. My card of the moment, Three of Swords. I'm following up with my mum recently, and this is coming up a lot. I just would like to say, these have not been like random birds. There are lots of birds that you're going to see, but it's not like, oh, a bird. No. Each of these is this one. This one is a swallow, okay? They've been linked to nautical travel. I love that. Listen, swallows have been linked to nautical travels, okay? And often they would have, the sailors, they would have swallows tattoos indicating how long they'd been at sea, okay? And they're symbols of encountering and combating adversity and all the surprises throw at you. I'm like, yes, okay? This is not just a bird with sword. This is the swallow. Oh my God. The fourth sword, look at that. The sword, how more fourth sword can you be? Five of Swords with the manta ray. I love it. Beautiful one. That's, yeah. Now, this is my surprise card. Every time I'm like, Six of Swords. That looks so much like the Tower. It's not like it looks like it, but it's very reminiscent. If we just get the Tower side by side, okay. Now this is the one that my son's like, I can't like this one, but I think it's amazing. It just tells me about keeping on moving and keeping on going, no matter what has happened in the world. You know, the 6 is coming after the 5, after the difficulty of the 5 of Swords. So this is an anglerfish, and they say, despite the dangers clearly present, it still moves forward. So we have got this idea here, definitely. 7 of Swords with the spider. Deceit. I should say that the creator is Australian. There are definitely some animals here that are very Australian based, I've never heard of, but I would definitely recognize it as a spider. Okay. Love it. Like, yes, you're a mole. You don't want to open your eyes. You don't want to see what's around you. You're stuck in yourself. Beautiful. Nine of Swords. If this doesn't talk to you about mental health, it's just crazy. Absolutely love it. And that Ten of Swords is really poignant. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. We're now moving into our court cards. A page. Our Knight of Swords. Once again, it is another bird whose name I'm going to give you in just a second, as soon as I've opened the book on the right page. This is a vermilion flycatcher, and they dart. They go very, very fast. They just go, and I think that's very proof of sword energy, you know. My absolute beautiful card. I'm wearing a colibri top. You can't see, I'm actually wearing a colibri t-shirt as well. I've got it there, and this is my colibri. I love it. I love colibris. When I saw the card in the deck, I went, this is why I'm getting it. And a crow as well. I have only just realized, looking at it like that, that actually all four court cards are birds, of course, because it's sword, it's the air element. It's funny, I thought I knew the deck, and it's looking at it in that much detail and talking about it, I get lots more. Our next one is the Stunning Cups. Okay. Oh, little avatar. Two of Cups. Fairly classical, I have to say. Oh, look at that. Quaquas. Bird, smiliest bird. Now, these are not cartoony, they actually look like that in real life. I love the Nautilus with the Four of Cups. I love the meaning behind it. And it's beautiful. Okay. Five of Cups with the Locust, which are just taking everything from you. Oh, Six of Cups. We are reminding here of the RWS with the flowers. Okay. This one is one of the first cards I got when I used the deck, the Narwhal, Seven of Cups, and it's a unicorn of the sea. It exists, but it's very rare. It's a little bit like the idea of what you got with Seven of Cups. I'm like, oh, maybe it could be that. Using your imagination, making things happen that way, and choosing, and anything can be possible, just like the Narwhal. Eight of Cups, I love it. The it's in sesh in French. I've forgotten how you call it in English suddenly. Cuttlefish, there we go. The cuttlefish just going away, because that's what they do. They just leave the place, they put some ink and they leave the place. We got this idea with the Eight of Cups. Nine of Cups. Now the poodle. First I'm like, are you kidding me? Poodle? Seriously? And the idea behind it is amazing. You know, poodle used to be like retriever dogs or hunting dogs, and they have been used to work, okay, that were working dogs, and now they've finished their work. So they can just enjoy life, okay? Their wish has been granted, they don't need to go to work anymore. We're taking care of them. I love this little family of Phoenix for 10. Okay, here are our Cups card, our Page of Cups. So we got the fish, okay, so it's here. The Knight of Cups, how beautiful. It does look very romantic, that lyra bird. The Queen of Cups and the King of Cups. And the idea of balance is spot on. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, all right, let's move on to the wands. So, your wands here now. All right, so the dragonfly that we've seen before, stunning colours. The Two of Wands, they're going fast, they're deciding. The Three of Wands, this is the one, it's like, this is a cartoon, this cannot be a real animal. So, I went on YouTube and I found videos. It actually looks like that for real. It's got big eyes like that for real. It is exactly the same. And it is called a sugar glider because it glides, all right? It assesses the risks and then it goes for it. And that's what it does. No, Three of Wands. You assess the risk, you go for it. Oh, I love this. How beautiful is that? I wish this was around when I got married, because perfect. Now, I'm going to be honest, this is the one that I struggle to connect with, but I think I will get there with work. But also, I don't like the Five of Wands as a card normally, so that would explain it totally. So the Five of Wands, it is a Glaucus of Pentacles. It's a blue slug. It goes along the ocean surface, letting the current carry it wherever they may lead. Okay, it reminds us that we must prepare for adversity. And I actually, now I think of it, it does make sense. I love the detail in it. I just do not like Five of Wands, full stop, as a card. However, I adore the Six of Wands. Look at this, beautiful Six of Wands, peacock. The Seven of Wands, the tardigrade. They are amazing little animals. They're also called wood pigs. They live like... they live in 0 degrees, they live in 5,000 degrees, they live with your radioaction, they just go through it. Your tardigrades, absolutely stunning. Eight of Wands, swiftness of the peregrine falcon. Nine of Wands, the pony. Why a pony? Because a pony keeps on giving it to you, it's defending itself, it is ready to take on its wild animal. 10 of Wands, your Knight of Wands, I love the dolphin. Page of Wands, colours, I want to know why. Why is that one in colours? Queen of Wands, isn't she cute? And finally, the King of Wands. And I think I'm so happy that Anderson kept that one for the King of Wands and not strength. It just gives it that little bit more thing. I think it's totally what it should be. Finally, we're moving to our Pentacle, our Earth energy. Ace of Pentacle with the frog. Now they put their little baby bird in the bromeliad. They work hard to get their little babies. Two of Pentacles. Perfect. You're going on the mountain. You might fall, but you just hang on. Three of Pentacle. The ends working together. Total sense. Okay. Four of Pentacles. The armadillo protecting itself. Very good. Five of Pentacles. How beautiful is that? I would quite happily have it as a print in my kids' bedroom because they don't know what the Five of Pentacles means, so it's okay. But that just reminds me of, you know, blue planets and seeing the polar bear. It's stunning. I love the Six of Pentacles because I've always loved meerkats, okay, and I think they are, you know, they're looking out for each other. We're working together, okay. Seven of Pentacles with the crow. I have to say just one little thing. It looks like to me that it's been eating the egg rather than looking after them. That's the one thing that I find a bit disturbing. So I just need to remind myself that it's not eating the egg, it's looking after them. And that's what you get. That's the energy you get from the Seven of Pentacles. You know, you need to let things happen. You've laid your eggs and now they've got to hatch. This is stunning. This is so beautiful. The colours, beautiful. Okay, right. Nine of Pentacles. Oh my God, you're like a cat. I'm so comfortable. To tell the truth, honestly, I think the poodle could have also been Nine of Pentacles. The same sort of energy, like, I've done my work and now I am just going to enjoy the little bit of luxury in life. I adore the Ten of Pentacles. Look at that. Diving, you know, you're going for it. It's going to be secure. Okay, all right. Your Page, your Knight, hardworking bubbly bees, your Queen and your King. Of course, the Queen and the King. The King and the Bull makes total sense. I bought this deck via the Little Red Tarot shop in the UK, which I would thoroughly recommend as a shop. I love what they do. I love their ethos, and I love the fact that they're going for independent people. I have put all the details on Amazon at the bottom of this video, and please just have a look and visit. Follow her on Instagram. It was amazing seeing all the work that she put in, creating those beautiful pictures. Okay, I'm blown away, and I really want to reiterate that with this deck, you don't only get beautiful images, which for me is really important. I need to connect to the image, but I get a whole new layer, and I really got to understand and to be a lot more intuitive, and I'm really getting the card. And it's funny, just walking with you through them just now, I was like thinking about, you know, the meaning behind each one, trying to remind myself, when did that come across? And they read stunningly. They read stunningly. I really mean it. And the readings I've had from them have been, I mean, insane, absolutely insane. And this was pre-lockdown that I got them, and it was like my dad was starting this relationship, and it came up with the Knight of Pentacles. What did we have? We had the World. We had the Knight of Pentacles, Hangman, the World. It was all stuff about being slow. It's not like, listen, I didn't know lockdown was going to happen, but it was like, listen, it looks like it's going somewhere, but it's going somewhere very slowly. It was all this energy, and it just read like that. It's amazing. And the companion book, I know mine looks really battered, you know, teacup rings and so on. The companion book is really well written, and you do not have to follow it because you can go with your own thing. But you know, it's a beautiful thing. So I just would like to say, you know, TD Cloud, because that's your name, and Oriel Notwell, thank you very much for your hard work. And I really would like to get my hand on the actual book. Even though I never use the book, it just end up on my shelf, but it's just so good. I would strongly encourage you to follow Anderson on Instagram. At least it's she truly deserve it. This is definitely one of the best deck, and for me it's the best. But I would understand if you're not, if you're very RWS orientated, that you might struggle a little bit with this one at first. But the quality of the writing, the insight you get from the messages, the thought process behind each of these is making absolute total sense. And the word, I think, is clarity. There is no other word, the clarity, because the images are beautiful. So thank you very much, and I hope you enjoy it. And if you can get your hands on this beautiful deck, please do.